Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 16th of September, going through until Sunday the 22nd of September 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm just being told kind of intuitively that before we look at what's coming up this week, we just take a moment to give thanks for what we've got in our lives at the moment. So give thanks for the fact you've got a roof over your head, you've got friends and family in your life, you've got the money to pay for your food, the clothes on your back. I just feel that that is important going into this week, that on Sunday night or on Monday morning you just take a moment and say thank you for all of these amazing things that I have in my life already. So I've had a look at the week. It's really, again, it's like if you watch an astrologer, or most astrologers, every time you watch them, it's like, oh my God, the energies are so intense this week. And they say that every week. But it's kind of true that, there are always energies happening and they can be really intense. But this week is testing in terms of who you are, so it's somewhat difficult and challenging to begin with. And then later on in the week, we really have you seeing, we really see you coming through that and coming out of it bigger and more experienced and wiser. Okay, so I'll give you a day-by-day rundown. Remember that I base these horoscopes on UK time, and they are for all signs of the zodiac, and they're for everyone who watches. What I do is I look at what relationships the planets are forming with each other up in the sky, what energy that creates, how that impacts all of us here on planet Earth, and whether you're a Taurus or a Pisces or a Sagittarius will determine what house, so what area of your life, these energies are going to take place in. And that you can find out by watching your monthly horoscope for your sun sign and for your rising sign, and then you'll know exactly if the full moon is happening in your 6th house of work, giving you the chance to have this real sense of ease when it comes to your work. By the way, the full moon in Pisces on Saturday the 14th, I was out and I saw it, and it was the harvest moon. We're in September, right? So you would imagine it to be warm and yellow, and the Empress holding wheat. It was so ice cold. I'm not talking temperature-wise. The way it looked glacial. It looked blue up here. It looked like a moon in Pisces, but in cold, cold, cold waters. It was really interesting. Like, just to think about, does the sign that it's in actually affect the color of the moon? Scientists would say no, of course, but maybe something to think about. All right. Monday the 16th of September, we have got Mercury in Libra, so the communication planet is in the air sign of Libra. It's able to articulate itself beautifully. It opposes Chiron in Aries. That's your inner pain. The Aries moon, the moon is the way you feel. In Aries, you're like, let's get going, let's move through this, let's move ahead. Let's look to the future. It trines Jupiter in Sagittarius, which also says, gallop away and all good things will happen to you. It quincunxes Mars, so it forms a harmonious quincunx with Mars in Virgo, which says, learn and make sense of things rather than rushing around. And it squares Pluto in Capricorn, saying that there can be real physical solid changes that can be made here on Monday the 16th. So on starting the new week, I said it's important to give thanks because you start Monday possibly in some emotional pain. And you may try to heal this emotional pain through the senses. So by drinking, smoking, or biting your fingernails. But this type of pain can only be dealt with emotionally and spiritually. It can't be dealt with on a physical level because it's not physical pain, it's emotional pain. Okay? So it's like yeah, it's using the wrong tool to heal something that's happening, and all you're doing is you're numbing the symptoms, but you're not getting to the true cause of what's going on. So on Monday, meditation is good, as well as travel and adventure, to take your mind off things and to broaden your horizons and to learn and to experience more things, and that's going to really make you feel good. The rest is going to be a little bit anxious, and you may feel a little bit like it's a weird day. So meditate and travel to make the most of it. Try not to sit there doing nothing, because your head is going to be like a washing machine, and try and keep busy and trying to do something productive. And don't ever criticize yourself on Monday the 16th of September especially, but ever in your life. Okay? Tuesday the 17th of September, we've got the moon going into Taurus at 10:32 in the morning. So you feel much more solid in yourself. You feel much more, I can rest and I want to put down roots and I want to be stable and secure and just enjoy the fact that I have certain amount of money coming into the bank every week. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, that's in Libra, the other sign that it rules, so it's really beautiful. It's the most elegant and beautiful Aphrodite that we can have. She's ethereally kind of coming into our lives and filling us with beauty. And you know, when you see something so beautiful, it takes your breath away. I remember when I was at school, I saw that there was a pool, and I was walking past the gym, and there was a 16-year-old kid or something, and I was 16 as well. And he was going to the pool, and I saw him in his swimming trunks for the first time, and I was just breathless by what I saw. It was the first time in my life I've ever experienced like I can't talk. Second time I experienced that was at Harrods. We went to Harrods, is a fancy department store in London, and we went downstairs to the jewelry section, and there's this one designer, I can't remember, I think it's some sort of Persian name, Mohinan or something like that. And the jewelry they designed, it was like the jewelry of the gods. It was so fine, and the craftsmanship and the jewels, the way they shone and how the metal brought it out, it was just sheer genius. I was like speechless. So you do get those moments of beauty just overwhelming you. So Venus is in Libra, and it opposes Chiron in Aries. So we've got this beauty versus personal pain. Okay, and that's what's saying, oh, maybe beauty can heal me. Maybe if I have a one-night stand with someone beautiful, that will make me feel better. Mercury is in Libra, so you're able to communicate and articulate yourself extremely well. It quincunxes Uranus in Taurus, the planet of rebellion and chaos, is in the physical sign of Taurus. It's not a good match because Taurus likes things quiet. It doesn't like a lot of drama. The Taurus moon, you feeling quite settled and structured, conjuncts Uranus in Taurus, so fundamentally you're a little bit conflicted and don't know exactly how to rest or come to a sense of peace of mind. Both Monday and Tuesday aren't good for peace of mind, so meditation is the one thing that can help you with that. But also the Taurus moon quincunxes Venus in Libra, so there's also this sense of beauty. So again, on Tuesday, you're going to try to fill your inner world through filling your life with beautiful things and people that you can use to make yourself feel more loved, more connected, more passionate, simply more. You want more, okay? But the thing is, like on Monday, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, so you can't heal your spirit through the body. Because beauty is fleeting and unfulfilling. You can't eat beauty, you can't breathe it. All you can do is look and admire it. And once it's being given, there's also the pain that it will be taken away. It's fleeting. So it does not heal your senses. And when I was writing this out, it really reminded me of The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, because there's a line in it where Lord Henry or something says to Dorian Gray, he says, the only way to heal the senses is through spirit, and the only way to heal the spirit is through the senses. And that is totally wrong. So what he's saying is, and I read this book when I was a teenager and I thought that was right, it isn't. So what he's saying, you can heal the soul through the senses. So let's say I'm in emotional pain. What that means is healing the soul through your senses is, for example, drinking 6 pints to blotto myself out, and that is, to Lord Henry's definition, sorting out my soul through the senses. The spirit can heal the senses. That's true. That's the way it works. Mind over matter. Never matter over mind. You manifest the world. The world does not determine who you are. You're in control. You shape what's going on. You don't need to heal your spirit because it's unchangeable. It's held in the palm of the universe, and it's always untouchable and safe and pure. So ignore Lord Henry and read the book of the Picture of Dorian Gray. It's a fabulous book. And it talks about vanity and the fear of losing one's appeal and not being attractive, and what life is all about and what fulfills us, and all of those kind of questions. On Wednesday, the 18th of September, Saturn goes direct. Hooray! Saturn is an outer planet, so it stays in retrograde for a long time, so we don't really pay attention to the retrograde so much with the outer planets. But Saturn, it seemed to be going backwards, now it seems to be going forward. Saturn is structure and security. So now you can take the ideas that you've had and you can manifest them and you can build them in the real world. You can actually get your hands dirty and get busy working. The Taurus moon, which is also very earthy, so you're connected to, okay, let's make this happen. Let's publish, let's record, let's make the video, let's publish, let's go. The Taurus moon trines Saturn in Capricorn, so they're working together. Mars, the male principle, is in Virgo, so it wants to learn, it wants to get everything right. And Pluto's there in Capricorn. It can change the reality of your working life Wednesday. With Saturn moving forward again, you get to decide what structures and towers you're going to build in your life, whether you're starting a new music career or a new healing career. You ought to use the opportunity of Wednesday the 18th to build your dreams, to manifest your desires, and to build the reality you want to have. So on Monday, Tuesday, it's instead of going into the emotional pain, instead of that and trying to fix it with booze and cigarettes and all of those things that I mentioned and drowning it out, instead of that, appeal to a higher power and say, universe, I need some peace of mind, please help me. And by doing that Monday, Tuesday, you get ideas coming in that soothe you, but that also give you something to go towards in the future. And that's what you can then hit the ground running on Wednesday and start to implement those things. It's all there for a reason. So you're going through this emotional turmoil on Monday and Tuesday so that something beautiful comes out of it. It's like the lotus making its way up through the dirt, and now on Wednesday it comes to the surface and the beautiful lotus flower opens its leaves, its petals, and it just stuns the world with its beauty. On Thursday, the 19th of September, the moon goes into Gemini at 8:59 in the morning. No, 8:59 in the evening. So it's still in Taurus for most of the day. In the evening, it goes into Gemini. Gemini is about communication. It's about looking for doorways of opportunity. It's about finding out new things. It's being eternally curious. And there's that other word that always eludes me. It means the same as curious, but it comes and goes. Yeah. It's an air sign, so it's about communication and talking. And the Gemini moon sextiles Chiron and Aries. So the the asteroid Chiron, which is one of the centaurs in Aries, is about self-healing and taking the responsibility of healing yourself on board. Okay, so Thursday is a total change of energy, because for the first time this week, you find it easier to, you finally understand that to get rid of emotional pain, it's much better to talk about it than to try and brush it under the rug or sweep it under the carpet. Okay, so don't repress it, but share your thoughts and feelings with a friend you trust, or in a group of people like the 12-step groups, for example, or therapy groups, or if you have a sponsor, share your pain, your emotional pain with other people. What that allows you to do is it makes it kind of seem right-sized. Once you have it out of your system, it's not this huge insurmountable problem anymore. It's something that, yes, we can handle this. It becomes manageable. So you get your head back on straight. You realize that things of this world can't heal your soul. So you realize Lord Henry was wrong Monday, Tuesday. And because you've been working so hard, you get rewards Wednesday and Thursday. So if you feel like your soul is in pain, it's basically because you're not engaging with it and you have a natural desire to go home. All of us here have this spark of the universe, and there's a part of us that wants to go home to where we came from. So engage with that sense of your inner child, your higher self. They want your attention right now because they want to tell you things as this beautiful lotus flower in terms of what you can do to live your best life possible, and they're giving you information which is beyond your wildest dreams and which you could have never thought of yourself. So listen on Thursday instead of talking. And Gemini is about speaking, Virgo is about listening. So try and pick up as much as you can and walk through every door on Thursday the 19th. On Friday the 20th, we've got the Gemini moon trining Venus in Libra. Oh, this is like the, you know when Truman Capote threw the black and white ball in New York? It was like the talk of the town for years. It's the most elegant, the most stylish, the most VIP, only the best of the best. The Met Gala is like rubbish, okay, compared to the stylishness of a Gemini moon speaking eloquently and a Venus in Libra being beauty incarnate. You have that on your side, so you will have this aura of charm and likability, and you will be at your most effervescent and exuberant on Friday. You're going to be amazing shape, okay? Mercury's in Libra, so you're expressing yourself like golden words just pour out of your blessed angel lips. It sextiles Chiron in Aries, so you can heal the self again. I think that's the key word for the week. Personal healing and understanding how you heal the soul. And realizing that you don't heal the soul through the senses. You heal the soul through the soul. You connect with it through meditation and through prayer and connecting with the universe, and you address the soul full on and you pay attention to it and you're near it. That's how you heal it, not by shoving cocaine up your nose. It doesn't work. The Gemini moon also opposes Jupiter in Sagittarius, the good luck planet, saying, go run away, everything's going to be wonderful over there, the grass is greener. So on Friday the 20th, please use the day to socialize and to have fun. It's been a difficult week. It's not been a difficult week, but you've gone through a lot this week. So really just allow yourself to go, oh, I've done really well. I'm really proud of myself. Pat on the back. You'll be, again, Friday, you're going to be, like I said, at your most charming and effervescent. And the fun you have can really feel healing to you. So go to a party and be your charming, wonderful self. I remember I went to a party once and this guy was there and he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I'd met him before, but I obviously didn't remember him. And I said, "Oh no, of course I do. Of course I remember you. I've thought about you every day since we last spoke." So I was like on the top of my game in terms of, you know, talking, like being funny with people and being witty and being in party mode and like having fun with people and being a little bit cheeky and teasing people and that kind of stuff. Allow yourself to do that on Friday. Okay? And go out with people who allow you to be yourself. Anyone who represses you or says you can't do this, you're 55 years old. Do you think you should be dancing on tables? Well, yeah, actually, I think I should. Because I feel the joy. I want to get up on the table and dance. Don't rain on my parade. I will dance on tables when I'm 75 if I want to, thank you very much. I've had a difficult week. I'm enjoying myself. If you don't like it, Gemini, there's the door, bye-bye, and let people who support you into your life. Then on Saturday, the 21st of September, we've still got the Gemini moon, and that opposes Jupiter in Sagittarius. So that says the things that are going on here right now in your life and the things that you can discover and find out are much more interesting than what's over there. Different energy to the day before. The moon also squares Neptune and Pisces, so it's saying, is everything that I'm dreaming and thinking about true? It squares Mars in Virgo, which is fact-checking. Mars, the soldier, is doing the books. It's like the Spanish Inquisition. And that says, okay, let's just fact-check here. And the Sun is in Virgo, which says, are we being efficient, darlings? Are we doing our best? Are we sorting right from wrong? Are we dealing with all the annoying little paperwork? Good children, well done. I mean, I'm a Virgo myself, but it can get a bit much. The first 2 weeks of September, especially the first week, was like I've had it enough with officialdom and little details and stuff, you know? So, Mars is there, the Sun is there, and what happens, because we've got so much explosive energy, Mars, the Sun, Jupiter, Neptune, and they're squaring each other, there's friction between them. On Saturday, you may be in a bad mood. You may be hungover from the day before if you drink, or you may have an emotional hangover because you've just been so witty the whole night. It does take a toll. If you're like sitting there all night with people for 8 hours and you're entertaining them and telling joke after joke and you're just being the funniest, amazingest person ever. It takes a lot out of you. And first of all, why are you being the entertainer? Why do you feel like you have to make people laugh? Why do you feel like you have to make people laugh so that they get to like you? Or that you're part of the group? What's with that? So look at that as well. Why do I do that sometimes as well. I go into situations and I try and be funny because I feel like I have to offer something here to this group. Otherwise, I won't belong because I don't have anything to offer. Do you see what I mean? Whereas the reality is, just by being you, you've got a lot to offer. So you may be in this bad mood or throw a temper tantrum today if things don't go your way. You don't want to learn anymore, you've had it, and you don't want to listen and stay put. You want to speak your mind and your truth, and you want to do what you want to do. So you want to go out and have fun and celebrate on Saturday the 21st. So don't torture yourself unless you have to. I mean, if you've got a really serious shift that you have to do in the hospital as a nurse on Saturday the 21st, then work. You know, if you can't get off it, if you can't book the day off, then go to work and just swallow your pride a little bit and get on with it. But if your boss tells you, hey nurse, go fix that bedpan over there, you're likely to throw a temper tantrum and you say, who do you think you're snapping your fingers at, buddy? You don't talk to me like that. And then it gets, then it gets into a whole, other people get involved, then it becomes a whole thing, and it's a snooze, yawn. So try not to throw a temper tantrum, because afterwards you always have to go around apologizing to people, and that's not enjoyable. So if you can book the day off, do. It is Saturday, so if you're not working, fabulous, and have fun and celebrate. It's like an extension of Friday. Yeah. So you've been charming and effervescent and fun on Friday. You want to continue doing that on Saturday. So try and arrange something with your friends. Go out, go on a trip, go on a day trip, go somewhere fun. And don't torture yourself by listening or going to a lecture or being lectured by someone of how you should run your life. You're not feeling that on Saturday. So go with like-minded people and enjoy yourself. If you want to go to the Warhammer convention or Comic-Con, or you want to play World of Warcraft with your online friends, or you want to go climb Glastonbury Tor with a couple of friends, that's the kind of thing to do on Saturday. Sunday, the 22nd of September, the moon goes into Cancer at 4:51 in the morning. So the whole day is full of Cancer energy. Cancer energy is water, it's nurturing, it's family oriented, it's spiritual, it's caring, it's creative. So you feel nurturing now, and the hard edges that you've experienced this week really soften now, because it's like, you know what, despite the mistakes I make in life, I love myself. Despite all the screw-ups, I love myself. In fact, thank you for getting me through all the screw-ups. Thank you for getting me through all my own bad decisions, guardian angels, and thank you for leading me in the right direction now. Thank you. Thank you. So, it's important to do that for yourself, because no one else is going to do it. No one's going to say, oh my God, let me pat you on the back. You are so amazing. It happens sometimes, but very recently, and we need praise. That always bothered me when I was a school teacher, that these kids would come up, like I'd ask them to design, like, I don't know, I'd ask them to draw something that had to do with the topic of what I was teaching them or something. And some of the things were just so bad. And then you have to praise them anyway. You have to like, good effort, little Jimmy, well done. Maybe you should add a few clouds there to make it look a little bit like there's a perspective. Well done, praise, praise, praise. And it's just like, when are these kids ever, I was guilty of that, because I thought, when these kids go out into the real world and into the job world, they're not going to get praised. Their boss is going to say, what the hell is this that you just served up? It's a pile of steaming flamingo rubbish. Yeah, so we live in a culture where we praise the children for everything. Praise, praise, praise. But on the other hand, we also beat ourselves up terribly. So I don't know what the right answer is. Do you tell children the hard facts of life, and at 6 years old someone draws an ugly picture and you say, listen buddy, 6-year-old, that picture is really bad, you have no artistic talent, that sucks? Or do you say, good, well done little Jimmy, good, well done for trying? I would go with the second, because who cares about the art? The point is that the little boy is trying, right? And I guess that's the problem. The line between all the teachers watching, which will be zero, because I doubt very many teachers will be watching this, but the teachers, you can have a discussion. Where's the line between the discipline and the education and seeing the human being for who they are and wanting to help them grow and encouraging them? And how to get the human being and the curriculum into one. Thank goodness that's no longer my job and I don't have to figure that out anymore. Okay, so on Sunday, I've mentioned that the moon goes into Cancer. Mercury is in Libra, silver-tongued angel speech, golden trinkets coming out of your mouth. It squares Saturn in Capricorn, so the things that you can say can build new structures in your life. The Cancer Moon squares Chiron in Aries, so there's friction between healing yourself and hurting yourself. Am I happy? Am I not happy? Am I hurting? Is this painful? Or am I in pain? Am I not taking good care of myself? Am I being too ambitious? Am I focusing too much on the outer world? Chiron in Aries is going to ask you that, and the moon is going to say, I'm taking care of you, I'm with you, don't worry, we can do things. It sextiles Uranus and Taurus, so even though things are chaotic, you're still kind of going, it's fine, you know, we're going to get through this. The Cancer Moon also squares Saturn in Capricorn and Venus in Capricorn. Venus isn't in Capricorn, is it? Venus is in Libra. Yeah, so excuse me, Venus in Libra. So Sunday the 22nd, this is the day to learn how to love yourself and to love the world and the people living in it. You see the good side of life, you're optimistic, you praise yourself for the good things you've done. You recognize, you know, by the time, I would say anyone over the age of 30 is a survivor because of what we've been through. You know, by the age of 30, you'll probably have had one serious accident. You'll have had relationships break up. You'll have gone through education and jobs and relationships and all that stuff. It can be difficult. But now you see the good side and you see life as a cornucopia of infinite abundance and infinite positivity and infinite options. You're really enthusiastic on Sunday. You feel healed. Anything wonderful can happen in the future, and you feel like if only you work hard enough, everything is going to turn out wonderfully in the end. Now we all know that that doesn't always come true, that some people work very hard and achieve great success, and that other people who are just as talented work hard and achieve no success. So rather than planning your whole life, love yourself today, heal yourself, do what you want, enjoy the simple pleasures of life, and enjoy the pleasures of the day. Be content with what you've got today on Sunday the 22nd of September, and give thanks for what you've got and the success you've got in your life already. And like you started the week by giving thanks for all of the things you have, that's the best way you can mitigate any negative things coming in that might hook you. You know, you may be hooked by anger on Saturday. The way not to be hooked is to be in an attitude of gratitude. You can't be angry and go like that in someone's face when you're humble and grateful. And that's the best way to navigate this. And there's a lot of personal development that we can see this week. The lotus flower moving through the mud. So by sticking with it and really being present as much as you can every day this week, you're really going to make progress, as you always do. And if everything is easy, then you can enjoy that, like Sunday, just enjoy it. And there's not much learning involved. But these other days where everything isn't super easy, you've really learned things about yourself, and it's useful for next time something comes up, because you'll be able to handle it like that then. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you're looking at this week. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you would like a personal reading with me, then go to the website, which is gregoryscott.com. Click on the book your session button now, which is on the front page, to order your reading, or click on the readings tab to order your reading. Use your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth to draw up your chart, your natal horoscope. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a rectification with me. That's a process where I find out your time of birth through a process of you giving me some information. Once I have those three things, I can see everything about you: vocational aptitudes, life purpose, money, romance, friends, spiritual development, enlightenment. I can answer any questions you have. So if you do want to talk to me, then head over to gregoryscott.com to order your reading. If you like this video, then please hit the subscribe button and share the video online. And also have a look at my daily tarot readings and the monthly horoscopes for your sign of the zodiac. So if your sun sign first, so if you're a Virgo sun and a Cancer rising, then watch the one for the Virgo sun first, then the one for the Cancer rising, because it's going to tell you what parts of the chart, which houses, so which area of your life this energy is happening in for you specifically watching this right now. So if it's happening in your 4th, 5th, 6th houses, it's happening in your 2nd quadrant. So it's happening in connection with you to other people. Okay, so you can find that out by watching the monthly. Have a lovely, lovely week. Mwah! I'm sending you lots of kisses. Have a wonderful time, and I'll speak to you next week.